Hello. Hello. Today we're going to talk about volume of rectangular prism. So volume of a volume of rectangular prism. Volume is used to calculate how many cubic units can be put in a box, for example, cereal box or any. So we're going to start by creating a frame of one prism. You can start on the bottom, and you're going to use this grid paper. So we can have, for example, if we have one side to be 4 units, 4 lengths. So you can see that you can have 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 units would be our length. So we can say that length is, this is about 1 inch, but it's approximately, it's not exact. So it's about 1, 2, 3, 4 inches. Okay. And then we will have the width to be only 3 inches. So we will go to the right from that point, and you will have 3 units, 3 lengths, 1, 2, 3. So that means that width is equals or 3 inches. We use it inches. And then now this is a say 2D. If we're gonna create the base or 2D, that will be, we will use 3 by 4. But in order to create a prism, you need a third value. You need the height. So, for example, if I take this and I drew my line till about right here, then I will see that this is my height, and I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can see that the value, the length are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I want to show you it. This is our height from this point of view. But if we take our ruler and if I look and do the parallel lines, I can see that this height is also seen in this part of the of this end or edge of a prism. So I can go in through the line there, and I can see that I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'll finish right there. So that is a height, and I can put that height is equals to 6 inches. Okay. You can. It's okay. You just stop right there. You did good. Okay.
6, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4.
So next, I can also take this, and this edge will be my height as well. And at the end of the paper, you can see that I will, if I go above it, but or below, it doesn't matter, because I know I want a 6 units to be 6 inches to be my height. So I can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and that I will have so I have a frame of length, width, and height of my prism. Now, again, parallel lines. If I have a width that is 3 inches, then I can take my ruler and I can roll it up, and you will see where the another edge of same length will be. So this, if this is a 3 inches, so is this one is also 3 inches, and as well as the one on the back. So I can draw. So here is a 3 inches length, and So this line is the same as this one and the same as this. And they are all 3 inches length. And then if I wanted this length to be 4 inches, you can see that if I take my rulers and I do parallel lines, I can see that where I need to draw, this is also 4 inches. And I can continue that to the back, and I will have my prism written. Of course, you can do the little dashes. So there are things that you don't see, they're behind, and you can do dashes, and you can see these are the back of the prism that we cannot see. But you can see that if I make these dashes, that the prism will be, those are big. I think you did good. It's okay. We can always fix anything we do, so no problem. So you just need a 2, 4, 6. So you're gonna go up, and then you will make your line there. Okay, you're going to. So you just needed to add it, and then it's done. Okay, you got it there. So I'll just do with the highlighters. Okay, so you need a 6. So 2, 4, 6.
What color?
3D.
Like this here? I forgot. What's the outline? Go do it.
Right there to see. Okay, class. So now I can see that we can take a formula, and the formula for volume, they say, is this. The volume is equals, if you multiply the long sides with short side with height, or length times width times height. Length times width times height. So what you needed, this is a formula to find a volume for any prism that a shape that is look like prism. So we can substitute the value. So to find the volume of this prism, we can say, what is the L? Who can tell me what the L is? Yes. Length is what? How many inches is that? 4 inches, bravo. So we can say instead of L, we put 4 inches. Now, instead of W is what? This. So what is the length of width? Yes, it's 3 inches. Okay. And then we will have what? The height. What is our height? 6 inches, bravo. So we have the length and the width and the height, all, and we can substitute H, stand for height, and that is 6 inches. And all we need now is to multiply. In some people, if the numbers are bigger, I suggest you to do the first, like, you can do these two or these two. If I do these two, what would be value of just multiplying the first two numbers? What that is going to be? It's a 12. But look, I wanted you to see, it is 4 groups of 3 is 12, or 3 groups of 4 is 12. You can do commutative property saying 3 groups of 4 are 12, or 4 groups of 3 are 12. But I also want to see you that you also multiply the units. These were inches. So if you multiply inch by inch, what do you get? Inch, you don't get squared. Yes, you got the inch squared, and that is square inches. So these two, when I multiply them, I get 12 inches square. But then I cannot forget the last one. So I'm going to just rewrite that down and say I need to multiply by height also. And height is a 6 inches. So who knows what 6 groups of 12 or 12 somebody has an idea. Very 72. I like it. And if somebody is not sure how we can do that, we can have a strategy, correct? We can say 6 groups of 12, 6 groups of 12, and then we can decompose 12 into what? 2 numbers. Can I use one with a 0? 10 and what? 2. And then my brain needs to say, okay, 6 times 10 is what? 60, and plus 6 groups of 2 are 12. And when I add 60 and 12, I have 72. Excellent. Thank you for helping me to figure it out. That is a 72. But now question is what? I had an inch squared, and I have again multiplied by 1 inch. So it's going to be inch or what? What is this? Cubic inches. Bravo. So we can write it. It's 72 cubic inches. Okay. 72. So what that really means, does anybody know what that means? You were creating those cubes. So how many cubes will be this prism build of? 72 cubic units. Say cubic units. Awesome. That is when we have a formula and they tell us, then we have a link, width, and height. Okay. So then also you needed to know sometimes they will not say that. They will say, okay, find the volume, and they will give you the base and a height. So if they give you the base, they actually give you the bottom of that prism, how many, and the height becomes a layer of that of the base of the prism. So now our job is to create the bottom or base of this prism. Please, the first thing is we can see that bottom gonna be about the first layer. Say first layer. And then if you do that first layer, it's going to be till about here, and then you will see what I mean by if we just color it. So you can take the color. I'll help you. Go with me. So pick the 3 or 4 colors, whatever you like, and then we're gonna start coloring the base. Please don't go all up. I wanna just, guys, let me show you what I want. I want you to do just the base, the bottom of it. So look at the board. So you're not coloring all the prism, you're coloring the base only. So I'm gonna start with so this cube right here is going to be seen with 3 faces. Say 3 faces will be seen. Because when I look from the top, I can see, then I cannot see only bottom and 2 back sides. But this was the first that I can see. And then if I take the different color, I can see then if I have this cube right here, I will be only seeing 2 faces of the cube. So I can see these 2 faces. It's because the some of them are hidden. This face is hidden from the pink cube. And then I'll take the orange. Orange will also. Awesome. Okay. Let's go color. Okay, so far I have a 3 unit cubic units, 3 cubes, and then I'll keep alternating these 3 colors so I can have like some kind of pattern.
Yeah, like that.
Okay, keep coloring, guys. We're gonna keep going.
Yeah, that's right there. See, you know, so
Everybody. I don't myself. I don't myself.
now color the top. Because that's also the base. Yeah, just the whole bottom, that's it. You do the whole bottom, so bring up the black here, bring up the red.
So what are I creating? What do we create now? We're creating, what does B stands for? Who can remember? Base. That's right. We are creating base of the prism. And sometimes they will say to you that they have give you the value for a base. So you just needed to multiply the base with the height. Okay. And then pink will be seen right here again. Okay. No, look for another one that is same, because the sharpener is used only for sharpen pencils. But you can pick another color.
Same color.
Okay.
I didn't even know this.
So
Oh, don't go up with it.
let's see how far you got.
Just want you to do the base.
Okay.
This is this one. This is what you should color. Like this. Okay. Nope. You're fine. Yeah, I get the same thing out with this line. Just stop there. That's okay, just keep going.
So black right here, red, black.
Yeah.
You can finish coloring later. Where's your purple?
Okay, you can finish telling you. She just wants you to see the base. You can see the base on top.
I couldn't see anything.
You can see the base on top. You can see.
These two or black?
Yeah, those two are black.
One.
Okay, class. We needed to now look at the board, please. Okay, so what is our base? If we have a volume that it says a base, so we can say volume is equals, what base is in our picture? Can you please tell me what the bottom layer is? And I need you to pay attention. So this is a layer 1. First layer. We can say first layer. It is 12 because we say length times width is the 12 inches, squared inches, because we use 12 cubes to create it. Let's count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 groups of 3 makes 12 cubes that we created the first layer. Okay, so now multiply by height, you can see, look, this will be 1 layer or 1, and then you will have here the second layer. Then you will have here a third layer. And then you will have a 4th layer. Then you will have a 5th layer. And finally, you will have a 6th layer to build in order to have all the prism build. So each of these height inches will give you 1 layer. That's why we multiply by 6 inches, because we will have 6 of these same bases. Base is 12, and I will have 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 plus 12 until I have all 6 layers built, and I can build the prism. And as you can see, who's going to tell me what the volume is if they give you the base and you just need to multiply with the height? What is a 12 inches squared times 6 inches? The value, what is it? Sit down. Yeah, it's going to be the same. Look, you have it. This is your base right here. 4 times 3 is 12 inches. And here is your base times height. And that is also the same because we didn't change the prism. We still are working on. So it will be 72 cubic inches. And if we like to build this prism, we will use the 4 cubes by 3 cubes, and our base will be 12, and we will make 6 of these bases to build this prism. Okay, so that would be a volume of rectangular prism, and it could be found in the 2 ways. One, when you multiply length times width times height. And another way is if you already have a base and you multiply by height only. Okay, thank you guys very much for what.
It messes the